ad fatigue? How do you avoid it when you run YouTube ads so that way your once proven ads are still working and then all of a sudden they stop? What do you do and how do you fix it? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to avoid ad fatigue with running YouTube ads, and more importantly, how to make sure you're always playing offense with your ads so you always have a wide variety of different winning control ads that are continuously making you and your business money month over month. By the way, my name is Moncada. In case you're new to this channel, I'm the founder of adspend.com, the most sought after YouTube ads agency in the entire online education industry. I've personally spent over $100 million on YouTube ads in the past 5 years for all of my clients and even our company. And I'm going to tell you exactly in this video what you need to do to make your business super profitable with YouTube ads, because that's all we talk about here on this channel is how to master YouTube advertising for you, especially if you're a business owner who's already just running ads on Facebook, but you want to add a second traffic channel to scale your business even further and faster and stop having all your eggs in the Facebook basket. Or especially if you're a personal brand who's already posting content on YouTube, but you're stuck on that organic content hamster wheel and you can't break through that revenue plateau that you've been stuck at, and you need ads to actually do it. And this channel is perfect for you because I post 2 videos every single week talking about exactly those things. So what is ad fatigue? Ad fatigue is what happens when you're in your ad account, you have a winning ad, it's been working, you've been crushing it, you're like, dude, this ad's just printing. And then all of a sudden, you start noticing the cost per lead to rise. You start to see the cost per book call to go up and the cost per acquisition to start to increase. And you're wondering, is it the traffic? Is it the targeting? Is it the day? Is it the season? Is it the month? Like, did I do something differently in the media buying? And then your sales team's asking you, or your marketing manager's asking you, or you as a business owner, I should say, are just thinking to yourself, what's happening? Why is this costing more than what it used to? Well, what you fail to realize is you've been running the same exact ad for almost 1 or 2 years without ever tweaking it, making different variations of it, and as a result, you don't launch anything new, you keep running that same ad. It's kind of like when you see the same commercial on TV over and 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 over again until you eventually become numb to it. The first time it didn't work to you, the second time's not gonna work, the third time's definitely not gonna work, the 15th, 20th, 30th time is definitely not going to do anything other than just piss you off and make you go skip, 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 because it's not selling you. And that's what happens to your audience when you keep running the same YouTube ad to them over and over and over again without refreshing it, without hitting them with a new angle, without hitting them with a new hook. And that's exactly why you experience ad fatigue. And that's exactly why your cost per lead goes up. This is exactly why your cost per book call goes up. This is exactly why you're, that's that right there, cost per book call. And nothing you do in the media buying does anything to help it, because no matter what you do, the same creative is running to all the same audiences. So how do you fix it? Well, it's first important to note that YouTube ads last way longer than Facebook. The average lifetime of a YouTube ad can last as long as 6 months minimum, okay? This is based off my experience. Again, I spent $100 million on YouTube ads in the last 5 years. And what we've seen across all our clients and all our data and all our history is that most ads last 6 months minimum before experiencing any ad fatigue, even in small niche markets. Now, the good news is some ads can last upwards of 3+ years with no fatigue and still convert. Now, does that mean that their cost per lead is gonna go and stay the same as it was when it first launched? Of course not. Does it mean their cost per book call won't rise up in price over 3 years? Of course not. Does it mean their cost per acquisition won't go up in price over 3 years? Of course not. But the point I'm trying to make is that YouTube ads are really what's called search-driven ads. And this is why YouTube ads is a lot higher quality of a lead and a call and a client than something like Facebook or even TikTok, because YouTube is a search engine. And when you create an ad on YouTube and you learn how to target the right people with it, you can literally keep targeting people that are watching new videos based around that specific search term that you're targeting with your YouTube ad. So one of our clients, the Tap Brothers, absolutely murdered their business with YouTube ads in the best way possible, I should say, not in a bad way, because they were able to create one great YouTube ad with our help and be able to scale that ad past $100,000 a month for a low ticket info product. That was like $37. And it was during COVID when everybody was stuck at home and they couldn't work out outside, they couldn't work out at the gym. And so we sold them an info product that showed them exactly how to work out at home without any weights, using your own body weight. And we made it a no-brainer offer for them to take action immediately. They went, I kid you not, from $0 a day on ad spend running YouTube ads to $100,000 a month in less than 6 months. And they already had a huge YouTube channel, by the way, but their YouTube ad is what allowed them to make millions of dollars and break past their revenue ceiling. They couldn't even break past $100,000 a month before working with us. But once they ran YouTube ads, they were able to break past it month over month over month over month and make millions of dollars with that product. Now, that ad, that one ad, okay, one of their ads lasted 2 years, 6 months, and 27 days. And it got like over 12 million views. Everybody who's anybody that was stuck at home that wanted to work out, they bought that info product. You probably saw that ad. Another case study, Charlie Morgan, one of my favorite clients and one of my good friends, he is still running the exact same YouTube ads we created for him almost 2 years ago. And they're still getting him high ticket clients. Why? Because when you create what we call a search-driven ad, which means that you're actually creating an ad based off of clients and what they're searching for on Google and YouTube, these ads can last you years because YouTube is a search engine. Okay, so for like Charlie Morgan, we helped him target the keyword client acquisition and we made the hook all around getting new clients, 20 clients guaranteed, or he'll refund you and give you $5,000. That hook is still crushing it, and guess what? That's why he's still running it, because it's still profitable. Every new YouTube video that keeps being posted on YouTube will continue to get evergreen search results for those ads. His ad that we created 2 years ago will still be getting him clients because more and more people are going to create more YouTube videos around how to get clients. And guess what? When they post those videos on YouTube and make them public, Charlie Morgan's ad will pop up and play before that video starts for someone who's trying to watch it, because there's keywords in that video that talk about client acquisition. And that's why YouTube ads can last so much longer than on Facebook. Or another example, like Brandon Carter. Brandon Carter worked with us and already had about 800,000 subscribers, but he never ran YouTube ads before. And when we went cold traffic with his ads, we were able to help him make one YouTube ad, right? And I did a whole entire case study breakdown on this ad, which is on my channel, by the way, completely for free. You can watch it. Really great ad. It made him $636,000 in 90 days of running YouTube ads. That's no joke. That's literally real proof backed by Hyros data that you can see in that video. And Brandon Carter will tell you in his own testimonial, $636,000 in 90 days with that one YouTube ad. And it's still running to this day, almost 3 years later. So YouTube ads can last a lot longer, okay? So you don't really have to worry about ad fatigue as much as you would on Facebook. But even when they do last that long, you want to make sure that you're not resting on your laurels and you're only waiting for that one ad to continue working. Another client of ours, Roland Frazier, absolutely murdered it during COVID as well when he was teaching people how to buy businesses with no money down. Again, what happened during COVID? A lot of skepticism, a lot of fear in the air, a lot of people thinking, oh, well, I don't know, my job maybe is at risk and I want to be able to build a business for myself because I just got fired. Boom, his offer pops up in front of you on your next YouTube video, and his ad literally spent over $5 million on YouTube ads in literally 2 or 3 years with just one ad that absolutely crushed. His hook was crazy. I did an entire step-by-step breakdown on it. So now that you know that on average YouTube ads can last a minimum of 6 months, which is a lot longer than what you see on like Facebook or TikTok, and I've shown you actual case studies and examples of real clients that we've worked with and helped scale their business with YouTube ads that have ads that have lasted 3+ years and are still running to this day, that you probably see even to this day. Now I'm going to walk you through exactly how to avoid ad fatigue, because even when you do have an ad that lasts you 3+ years, you want to make sure that you keep refreshing that angle, that hook, creating variations of it. But how do you actually do it? How do you make sure that you actually just keep refreshing and refreshing so that way you never experience your ad randomly dying? Here's exactly how you do that. You want to do what's called new variations, okay? So to make sure you avoid ad fatigue, what you want to do is when you find a winning ad, the one that's profitable, getting great cost per lead, great cost per acquisition, great cost per book call, you want to immediately start creating new variations of this ad. And you want to create dozens and dozens of them. And so how do you do this? Well, you want to film the ad in a different setting. One of the easiest variations you could test first is simply changing the setting of where you filmed your ad. So for example, one of our best ads is beat your Facebook ads ROAS in 90 days using YouTube ads, or I'll refund you my fee and run your ads for free. That ad's been running for almost a year now on YouTube and on Facebook. Now here's the cool part. We're still running that same ad, but we've changed the setting a bunch of different times. I filmed it on my iPhone. I filmed it in this studio. I filmed it in my old studio. I filmed it on different Loom video style video ads. Not even on like direct to camera. I filmed it on my iPhone. I filmed it on different places with different settings using the same exact script because I know that that message works. And I just want to test different variations of the setting to see if I can get a lower cost per lead or a lower cost per book call, and keep optimizing it by 0.01% each and every time to make sure it's hyper profitable. And this is the key to actually making sure you never run into ad fatigue. So if you have an ad that's working, and let's say you filmed it in a high polished studio, but if you filmed it on your iPhone, maybe it would work better. Or if you filmed it outside with natural lighting and the sun shining on you, maybe it would actually work a little bit better. Maybe your audience would actually convert with it better. And you gotta think about how your audience is actually perceiving you, who your target audience is. So for example, if you're selling like a biz op offer, right? You typically wanna be in a very aspirational setting, right? You wanna have a lot of money around you. You wanna be able to show you have a good lifestyle. You wanna be able to show affluence. You wanna be able to show your wealth. You wanna be able to show that you're someone who's successful. So you're probably not gonna film that ad in a dark, dimly lit, home office that has like coffee stains on your shirt and the background, you can't even see yourself, the screen sucks, the lighting sucks. No one's gonna take you seriously. Like, it's just not gonna work. Chances are you're not even gonna have a winning ad with that style of video. But if you, for whatever reason, do have an ad like that, maybe you try it in a better studio, maybe you try it in a better setting and you change it up. So you wanna make sure you have different variations of the setting and where you film it. The next thing you wanna test with different variations is the actor. So for example, if you have a personal brand, we work with a ton of personal brands that sell courses, coaching, masterminds, info products, high ticket services. Typically the business owners that we work with for the most part are the face of their brand. They're the ones making the content. They're the ones doing all the ads. They're the ones in charge of making sure they're producing videos to get more clients. And this is pretty easy to do because if you're the guy who's always doing the videos or the girl, and I would encourage you to find another actor. There's like even people that you can hire off of these different job boards that'll film a video for you for like $100, right? They'll read the script you give them. They're a good looking person and you literally tell them what to say and they give you the video. You can have your editors edit it or they can even edit it for you. And guess what? Now you have a different variation of the same exact ad. Now you can attract different demographics. So for example, I'm brown, right? Like I look like I'm Hispanic. People think I'm Mexican. That's just what people perceive me to be. And guess what? A lot of people that end up working with us tend to be somewhat brown or look like they're Hispanic in some capacity because they resonate with me. And a lot of people that actually want to work with me also tend to be Hispanic. They typically are someone who is darker skinned. And that's just because of my specific avatar, my specific skin tone. I'm attracting those types of people, those types of business owners. Now, if I hire someone who's black, for example, to film the same exact ad that's already working for me, guess who I'm going to attract? Probably, more than likely, more black people. It's the same thing if I hired an Asian person to film my ads and I wanted to go in the Asian market and target the Asian demographic, the Dan Locks of the world. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get these Asians to buy my YouTube ads agency to be able to run ads with me. Like, I'm gonna hire an Asian guy. Guess what? That Asian guy is gonna attract more Asian people. Another example would be having my wife film a few ads, which she actually did literally 2 days ago. I had her film the same exact script, the same exact ad that's working for me and my company already. And because she's a woman and because she's Colombian, she's probably going to attract more women. She's probably going to attract more Colombians. She's probably going to be somebody who's going to attract more women into our business, which is great because we want to work with more women, all right? And she's going to be appealing to a different demographic because I'm a man and she's a woman. And that's just how it works. And so like attracts like. You can hire different actors to film different variations of your ads. Now, once you've tested new settings, once you've tested different actors, you also want to test new variations of the script. So for example, in one of our scripts, I'll beat your Facebook ads ROAS using YouTube ads in 90 days or less, or I'll refund you my fee and run your ads for free until I do. That's the hook. Maybe I test that same hook, but I use a different body. I use a different reasoning why I can actually beat their Facebook ads, a different methodology. Or maybe I change up the actual script and I say, if you're running ads on Facebook, I can promise you I'll beat your ROAS within 90 days, and I'll only do it by simply getting you up and running on YouTube. This way, I don't touch what's already working, but I simply help you get more clients and more customers and get you the same, if not better results on YouTube, so you're diversified. I'm saying the same exact thing, I'm just saying it in a different way. You see how you can change the script, change the words, change the actual angle a little bit to make a new variation. And so if you look at your ads right now, how can you say the same thing in a different way that attracts a little bit of a different type of person? These are all different ways you can do new variations. The next step to avoid ad fatigue is testing new angles. So once you've done new variations of your winning ad, okay, you have new variations, you found more control ads that are working just as good, if not better than the original, you want to test new angles. So you want to think of angles as like different concepts. So I learned this concept from Ty Lopez. He was like, you call it angles, I call it concepts. It's basically topics. So for example, my ad, beat your Facebook ads ROAS. Well, instead of saying that, maybe I say, did you know that YouTube ads can actually get you more customers a lot faster than something like Facebook? Here's why. With YouTube ads, you can do what's called search-driven ads. You can actually target people that are literally searching in specific keywords and questions onto Google and YouTube and show your ads to them the next time they watch any YouTube video. It's a completely different angle, right? I'm talking to people that are interested in running ads, but they don't necessarily have the interest in running ads on YouTube, so I'm showing them and educating them on why YouTube ads could be better for them. I'm not telling them I'm gonna beat their Facebook ads, I'm telling them that YouTube ads can be actually better, and here's why. That's another angle. Another angle would be, instead of going after people that are already running Facebook ads, I would say, are you a YouTuber who sells courses, coaching, masterminds, or services, but every single time you post a new YouTube video, you can't seem to make more money. You've hit that like revenue plateau where it doesn't matter how much more videos you post, you're just not making more money than you did the month before. You've been kind of stuck and you're wondering how you're gonna be able to scale your business. Well, I can tell you, you don't have to do any new videos. All you have to do is post new YouTube ads. And here's the thing, you're already posting content. If you just remarketed all your viewers and subscribers and your people who like your videos with a YouTube ad, just one YouTube ad, this YouTube ad can actually make you an extra $10,000, $30,000, even $100,000 a month depending on your business size right now, without you having to film anything new or post anything new on your channel publicly. Different angle, right? Different audience, different angle. Another angle would be touching on lead quality issues or show up rate issues, right? I could say if you're experiencing show up rate issues where your show up rate's less than like 60% or your lead quality has just been dropping off a cliff recently, here's the good news. It's not your Facebook ads. Chances are your Facebook ads do work, but the problem is your ads have been seen by so many different people in so many of your same audiences, where if you copy those same ads and you change them a little bit to fit the YouTube ads platform, you can actually get better results, if not the same as you're currently getting on YouTube, and literally double your business without doing anything different on Facebook. Here's exactly how it's done. So you can see I'm giving them a different angle, a different concept, a different topic that they might be interested in to refresh my ads and give new control ads. So as you can see, I just gave you a bunch of different angles that I could use and am using to continuously refresh my ads to avoid ad fatigue for my company. I would encourage you to do the same for you. What new variations could you test? What new angles can you test? How can you present your offer to the marketplace in a totally different way? That's what you do when you want to create new angles. So now you're probably wondering, okay, well, how do I come up with these new angles, Brian? It seems like you're just so naturally gifted at it. Thank you. I've been doing this for a long time. Well, you want to use data, okay? Like you don't want to just rely on your memory. Obviously, it's one thing to be creative. It takes a lot of experience, a lot of repetition. And as a business owner, you have to be a good marketer, especially nowadays. I truly believe the only way to scale your business past $1 million a month is by using paid ads. Like it's very hard to do that with just organic content, especially sustainably. But way you can use this is you can do data, which means you can actually use sales calls, okay? So you probably have sales call transcripts that you already have in some Google sheet or in some database somewhere. You can download your sales calls in a TXT file and upload them to Claude or to ChatGPT and say, here's exactly what my audience is telling me on sales calls. Give me new angles and hooks to test for YouTube ads to get in front of them more easy and in a lower cost per acquisition on YouTube with YouTube ads. I just made a video about this actually, so you can go on my channel and search for the one that says how to create YouTube ads using AI. And this shows you exactly how I write all my ad scripts, how we help our clients write their ad scripts using their sales calls, their transcripts from people of actually what they're being told on sales calls as far as pain points, desired outcomes, common objections, and we use that data to create the best, most high converting scripts, and we just simply upload it to Claude or ChatGPT, and it literally spits out copy pretty much instantly. And I also show you in that video how to create what's called an AI avatar or an AI clone of yourself, so you don't have to film anything new. You can just literally take that script that ChatGPT or Claude spits out, put it to your AI clone, he reads it for you, he says it for you, you download that video, and now you have a new ad without you having to do anything new. Just literally upload it to that AI avatar. If you want to watch that video, it's on my channel. Just look for the one that says how to create YouTube ads using AI. Now, on top of that, once you have your sales calls and you use that data and you create more ads and angles and hooks and variations with those sales call transcripts, what you can also do is look into your ad account. So if you have a winning ad and you go to, in your ad account, there's a section that's called Where Ads Showed. And in this Where Ads Showed section, you can literally see all the different YouTube channels, all the different YouTube videos that your ads actually showed up on, and see which ones have the most conversions. When you look at this data, you can then go on those channels and see the top performing YouTube videos from those channels. And you can take their titles and figure out a way to create a new angle. Because maybe, for example, one of my good friends, Cole Gordon, I walk him through the exact process I would use if I was him. And I actually created another video about this, by the way. It's called 7-Figure Agency Owner Reveals $60 Million YouTube Ads Scaling Strategy. I literally show him how to take all the content that he's converted with YouTube ads, all the videos, the top YouTube channels, the top actual keywords that he was getting conversions on with YouTube ads for his high ticket coaching program. And I showed him how to create infinite numbers of angles and hooks and variations and angles to test. I said angles twice with that ad account information. And this is something that's very, very underutilized that I don't see many marketers do. And I don't think it's because anything else than just they don't know what they're doing when it comes to running YouTube ads. That's why I have a business. That's why we're the best in the business. But thankfully, I'm here putting you on game so you can do this immediately without having to work with other shitty agency owners or media buyers that don't know what they're doing. And so when you can leverage the data inside your ad account, why wouldn't you do that? Again, I have an entire video on that. Just search 7-Figure Agency Owner Reveals $60 Million YouTube Ad Scaling Strategy. I'll put the link in the description or put it right here. You can click on that one next. That one's super banger. You want to watch that one to the very end. So now the question becomes, okay, Brian, I have all these new variations. I have all these new angles. I have all these new ads to test. How do I test them? Like, how do I actually get them to work and make sure that they're actually going to give me the best results? Well, it's pretty simple. So all you do is you take those new ads and angles, and there's probably going to be a few ads that are in there that aren't working anyways. You can pause those, and you take the new variations or the new angles, and you just literally dump them in the same campaign. If you have a winning campaign, guess what? You want to toss those new ads in that winning campaign and see if you can beat your current campaign's performance. I guarantee you when you do this, you'll lower the cost per lead and you'll lower the cost per book call of that campaign and reduce your customer acquisition costs. Why? Because when people are seeing the same ads over and over and over and over again, and then guess what? You launch a new ad to that same audience and that same campaign, boom, it refreshes your campaign, your cost per lead drops, and your cost per book call drops as well, which refreshes the entire campaign completely. Now you might be thinking, well, Brian, if I toss it in that campaign, won't I mess things up? Shouldn't I do a new campaign? Well, my friend, that's exactly why you can do that as well. That's the second option. You can duplicate the campaign. So let's say you have a winning campaign with the winning ads. You literally just want to take it, copy it, and paste it, okay? It's called duplication, okay? You duplicate the campaign and you toss the new ads in that duplicated campaign. You can do both. Both of them work. There's really no, magic secret here. New ads are gonna help you regardless of where you put them in the ad account. Both of these do work. I do both of them, okay? Depending on obviously the ad account and what I'm actually working with the client. But both of these can work and both of these can immediately improve your performance with your YouTube ads. If you just do this, I promise you, if you're experiencing ad fatigue right now, rising cost per lead, rising cost per book call, rising cost per acquisition cost, you don't know what the hell is going on, what's happening, it's probably because you haven't refreshed your ads enough. I guarantee this is the problem. There was one day when I was working with Dean Graziosi like 5 years ago, man, and like all of a sudden, for whatever reason, no matter what I did inside the ad account, nothing was working, like literally nothing. I would do new audiences. I would do new campaign structures. I would try launching the ads again, pausing the ads, trying to relaunch the campaign. Nothing would lower the cost per acquisition cost. And I was like, what the hell is happening? And I remember talking to my former mentor at that time, and he told me, he said, dude, you're running the same ads. Like you've been running the same ads for the last 4, 5, 6 months. Like you got to refresh the ads, man. You got to get on top of Dean and tell him, yo, dude, I need new ads. I need new ads from the production team. And sure enough, when we learned that one thing and we filmed new ads, just a few new ads, we launched them in the same campaigns, everything dropped immediately. Cost per lead dropped, cost per book call dropped, cost per acquisition cost dropped, and we were profitable again. It was like magic. And that's when the light bulb switched for me. Like that's when we have to do new ads, like very much more consistently, like every single week. That one thing allowed us to scale from $5,000 a month on YouTube to $5,000 a day on YouTube. And within a few short months, I was spending $50,000 a day on that one single offer, all because of everything I just showed you in this video. This is how key this message is. New variations, new angles, use data, test the campaigns in the same campaign and duplicate the campaign. This is how you avoid ad fatigue. This is how you spend thousands and thousands of dollars per day. The creative, this is the only way you scale with YouTube ads. The media buying is 20%, but the creative is 80%. That's why you need to work with the right person, the right team, and have the right strategy. And if you're a business owner who wants me and my team to do all of this for you, you are already running ads on Facebook, you want to get up and running on YouTube so you can scale even further and faster and not have all your eggs in the Facebook basket, then you can click the link in the description, fill out a short application, and apply to work with me and my agency, where we'll help you scale to that next level. And if you're someone who wants to work with me and my team in a consulting capacity so you can apply all these principles yourself, but still have us looking over your shoulder and guiding you with the right strategy, then I would encourage you to apply for the Admin Mastermind. We have tons of business owners in there that are all spending thousands of dollars a day on ads, specifically on YouTube. Inside the Mastermind, you get a private Slack channel with me and my team to ask us questions on a daily basis in case you get stuck. Plus, you also get weekly Q&A calls with me and everybody else in the group to ask questions, support each other, and share what's working and what's not for our businesses, where everyone's focused on scaling and making more money. And you also get access to in-person events as well. So if you enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to press the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below with questions that you have. I'll make a video on them next, potentially if it's a good question, and click the links in the description if you want to work with me. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video, and then watch this video right here. This is the one I'm going to show you how to use sales calls and your data inside your ad account to be able to make more money with these new ad angles. Peace.